The purpose of Care Barrier Guard Apply Plan is to ensure Care Barrier Guard is always applied to a clean surface. You will first test the as-is area. No retest is required. Then you will deep clean and disinfect the area and test again. Retest is required if failure. The final test is after Care Barrier Guard is applied and should always pass. If after deep clean and disinfection is completed, you receive a failed test, you must re-clean the area and retest until you receive a passing score. It is very important to verify you are selecting the correct plan before clicking on the first location. You should also double check that your work order numbers input accurately. Doing this will assist in getting accurate data with minimal data cleanup. If a location cannot be tested for any reason, do not substitute by testing another location. Please watch what to do when you can't test a location. When you're finished with a plan, be sure to check it off the work order report. The work order we will be using today will be an ATP low barrier test in the break room, totaling a minimum of 15 tests.
Hello. In this test, we are going to run a CBG apply plan for a break area. Based on what your work order says, it's going to be a low barrier test, and it will be a 3 times low barrier test. So let's go ahead and start this off by going into the plans, searching for our break area. We can either type in break, and that will filter out globally by all the different names, all the different plans that have break in it, or we could do more direct and just type in L for low, space, and then start typing break, and then that already gives you exactly what you need. So we'll click on that plan. Okay, and we'll go ahead and click on our first location, which is the floor counter. Okay. And then we're going to put our work order number in that we have on our work order sheet here, 311527. Go ahead and click out of that. And then, since this is our test 1 for our CBG plan, there's going to be 3 different tests, so we'll go ahead and make sure we select test 1. So you can either scroll in this as well, or again, this is one of those things that it will work pretty well. You could just type in test and then or test 3 or test 1, whatever the case is, and just click on your test. And then that will put that in there. So in this case, all we need to do is put our swab in. Let's go ahead and put that in there and run our test. All right, so we're good here. And again, for a test 1, you don't need to retest. We just want everything in an is-as state, pass or fail. We just want to go forward. So, all right, we'll go ahead and hit next at this point. Put our new swab in, because this is going to be for the counter. Okay, let's go ahead and run this test. Oh, it looks like this one failed. So in this case, we're just going to hit next because this is the test 1, and we want to make sure it's as is testing phase. We don't want to do any retest at this part. So we'll hit next. In this tutorial, we're going to run the CBG plan test 2. So we'll start off by plans, top right of your device. Click on that. We'll go down and look for our break area again. You type in L space break, and that will filter by that. We'll go ahead and start off by clicking on that. Okay, start off on our floor. Now we're going to be doing test 2. So we're coming back after we finished our first plan of doing the test 1. Now we'll put our work order number back in because we want all this stuff to tie together. So 311527, and this will be for a low barrier test 3 times. And then we'll put our inspection type as 2. So again, go up to the top here, go ahead and filter by test. Okay, test 2, click on that. Now we can run our test. So 311527 and test 2. I could put a new swab in. put that in. We'll run our test. Okay, looks like we passed. We'll go ahead and hit next and do our next test 2. Go ahead and put our swab into the machine. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and run our test. Alrighty, so for this type of plan, it looks like we failed and we need to do a retest. So we'll go ahead and click on retest. And you can type in some additional notes if necessary to basically point out, retest done because of fail. And this could be turned off as well. So in this case, unfortunately, this is a bug. You have to put your work order number back in, 311527, and then also the inspection type, we'll put type test 2. Hopefully they get this one fixed, but in this case, just make sure you re-enter the information so it all ties back. And then we'll go ahead and do our retest. We'll put our swab back into the machine. We will run our test. Okay, so now we're here. If it fails again, you can always do another retest, but suggestively, at this point, it looks like it passed. So what you want to do is do not hit done. That will take you out of the plan, and then that will make your life a little bit more, it will make it more time consuming here to get this done. So what you want to do is make sure you come to the top left and hit that back button. That will put you back into the plan that you were originally working on and save you a ton of time. So go ahead and hit back. And see, now we're back into the failure of the plan because your retest has already been done, and we'll go ahead and hit next. Hello, now we're back into the how to run CBG apply plan, and we're going to do our test 3. This is all after the barrier has been applied, and now we're going to do our test. So what we'll do is start off by going to your plans on your top right. Go ahead and, again, type in for your low break area. Just type direct, oh, there it is. And this is going to be for our low barrier testing 3 times. And we'll start off like normal, hit our floor location. We'll type in our work order again, which is 311527. And then we're going to type in for our inspection, well, we're going to look for the inspection type test 3. So go ahead and start typing in test. Oh, there it is. Go ahead and click on test 3. We'll go ahead and get our swab ready. And run our test. And that one passed, so that's good, and then hit next.